Hi everyone, I am back with another layout. This is actually the last layout that I have recorded using the Counting Stars kit, the February 2015 kit from Scraptastic. And I did record this quite a while ago, so I'm going to have to try and remember what I did. And oh, you guys would be proud of me because I actually have the layout right in front of me instead of having to say, I don't know where my layout is. It's right in front of me. So that paper there is one of my most favorite papers that came in the kit. It's one of the Scraptastic papers, and I love it. So I wanted to make sure that when I was cutting the border around it that I actually cut it so that the size of each side stayed about the same. So I was kind of picky with where I was cutting. So I'm just putting it on top of this really light gray or stone like color cardstock, and to help this layout stand out a little bit more because some of the colors are not, I don't know if you call them muted or pastel-y, but are very similar. So I'm outlining, I outlined pretty much all of the papers, I believe all of the papers in a black marker. So I'll go ahead and stick that down. And this is a little bit shorter of a video, about halfway through my battery dies, so I had to go ahead and take care of some things offline. But I have this sheet or scrap of paper left, and I'm trying to figure out how I can make it work on the page. And of course it's just a little bit smaller than 6 inches across, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And I know that I want to put that somewhere in the middle. So I'm just trimming it down a little bit to shorten it. And I'm going to go ahead and outline that in black. And this is another picture of my little Annabelle. I said on one of my other videos, I found a packet of pictures that I had kind of set up to be scrapbooked, and for whatever reason I had forgotten about them, so I'm just trying to scrapbook them, and especially because they're kind of easy, simple pictures to scrapbook, not a ton of story to tell. I have so many layouts of when we brought Annabelle home, so you know, a lot of the story is already told and I can just kind of scrapbook. She was such a little peanut too. She was so cute and sweet. All I wanted to do was snuggle that little puppy when she came home. I still do. I still just want to snuggle her. So on the back side of this paper there was some cut aparts, and I really like them because of course they match the paper. And it's one of the, it is that the cut apart sheet was one of the Scraptastic papers, and so of course it matches the colors. And then I can use them for journaling, and I'm actually going to use that top one for the title. And I try really hard to take the little heart in the middle there and be able to put a letter around it, but it doesn't work out. And you'll see that here in a minute. I forgot I went through and did the outlining on these cards. And that card there I'll end up using for journaling. And I can't see it very well in the video here, but just barely. There are some dotted lines on that card. So first I'm going to try these. And I realized the word that I wanted to use, excuse me, is going to be a little too big. And there's where I'm trying to use that O around that circle heart, but it doesn't work. The word home doesn't fit there. So I end up grabbing the other letters. I'm trying to compare the letters to see if maybe the other set is, you know, skinnier, so maybe that would fit over that heart, but either way the word just doesn't fit on there, I think because the M is quite a big letter. So I'm just kind of going through what's left, trying to see what else I can use, pulling out any of the embellishments that I think might work on this page. And this was one of the kits where I loved pretty much every single flare that was in the kit. And I actually ended up with duplicates, and I can't remember why. I must have ordered the the little, they always sell a pack that has like the wood veneers and the acrylic shapes, or, you know, flare or whatever it is that they put in the kit, so you can buy that separately. And so sometimes if I really like what's in it, I'll buy that pack too. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. That's Molly, and she's the one that always barks at the neighbors. Not the neighbors' dogs. Okay, I went ahead and stopped the recording because she was really having a fit out there. And hopefully I don't have any trouble with this narration, because a lot of times when I stop in the middle I have issues, but hopefully it'll be okay. So anyways, here I am. I love those little metal clips. I guess the main reason why I like them is because when you put them on, they stay put and they stay flat. A lot of times when you put those clips on, they kind of pop off, or you know, they kind of bulge the page a little bit too much, you know, puts like a big bump on the page and you can't stick it down. These ones do a pretty good job. So I added those, and then I'm kind of sticking some of the embellishments in different places where I think I might like them. And here's where I say my battery died in my camera, so I did some things and made some decisions offline. So I went ahead and grabbed a bunch more embellishments and decided kind of where they were going to go. These gold little banners were on that sticker sheet. Wow, look at that. That worked out perfect. And I'm trying to get as much use out of that sticker sheet as I can, because a lot of what's on that sticker sheet seems to be things you would make cards with, which is fine. There's not a problem with that, but anything that I can use on the actual layouts is, I'm trying to use them up. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to get a bunch of embellishments that layer from the top of that gold banner down to the journaling, and just kind of layer it down. Alright, and here's where I finally make my decision about where the letters are going to go. I just decided to put it underneath the heart because the O just wasn't going to fit there. And then I did use the I Want to Remember acrylic shape down there. And I think I said this in another video too, but the this to that dot adhesive is really working fine to stick those down, which I'm really happy about, because I only like to use wet glue if it's just a small embellishment. So, and then I've used up, I think, all of, or the majority of those little triangle shape acrylic shapes, and I usually just kind of use them in the corners or wherever, just kind of accents the page. My journaling's down. I added that flare, and now I'm just going through and adding some of those gold chevron stickers. I'm just looking at that sticker sheet to see if there's any more I can add, and decide to go ahead and put some of the enamel dots down. And I'm using all three colors, the black, the gray, and the white. Of course that matches the page because there's already those three colors on, but you know, black, gray, and white typically goes with anything. And I do end up adding some gold color shine. And go ahead and splatter that on there. And I believe this ends the layout, so I like it. I really like the way this one turned out. I'm glad I used lots of embellies. So just kind of showing you some of the areas of embellishments. And there are some still shots here, so just want to say thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.